In 2007, I went out to sell a paint job. It was a beautiful referral. There was no way in the world that I was going to lose this job. The referral source was solid. It was a super easy job. I had a $20,000 job in the bag, and then I messed it up. Today on Contractor Fight TV, I'm going to share with you the number one thing that you're doing that I did on this day in 2007 to lose the sale, and most contractors are making this mistake. Let's go. Like I said, it was a simple job. It was an interior paint project. It was walls only. And for those of you that are in the painting industry, you know that that's a nice job. You don't have to dick around with the ceilings. There wasn't a lot of patching. It was like we were going to be in and out, 20 grand. We were going to make 55, 60% gross profit on it. It was going to be a beautiful project. And I told them what it was going to cost, and they're like, Tom, that sounds good. Then I had to show off. I had to share with them how smart I was. And the number one mistake that we're making as contractors, that 99.9% of contractors screw up, is we don't know when to shut our damn mouth. And what I mean by that is this. Here's how it played out. Tom, that looks good. Let's get it on the schedule, is literally what they said to me. And then I said, well, you know, a lot of times when people paint the walls, the trim then looks kind of ratty. And then, you know, next to the new paint job of the walls. And then, you know, if you're doing the walls, you got everything covered in the room and everything, you might as well do the ceilings. And they were like, you know, Tom, that sounds good. That's a great idea. Thanks for giving us those suggestions. What would that cost? And I had my little tablet, and I went dinky, 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 dink on my tablet, and the $20,000 job went to like $42,000. And then it happened. Tom, we're going to have to get some other bids because you really opened our eyes to some really good ideas here. And now we're going to have to talk to some other people because this is a lot of money. Guys, here's the lesson today. Today is down and dirty. It's quick. It's simple. When you get a yes to put something on the schedule, this is not a green light for you to keep running your fucking mouth. Shut your damn mouth. Depending on who you've heard it from through the years, you might have heard this before, but don't sell past yes. Don't sell past when you get the job. Shut your stinking mouth. See, you got to avoid the temptation to keep talking. And the mistake that I made and so many people make is we want to show them how brilliant we are. We want to show them how much experience we have and what other people do and this and that. I had the $20,000 sale in the bag. I had the $12,000 or so of gross profit in 2 days in my pocket had I just shut up. I ended up not getting this job because I couldn't keep my damn mouth shut. And this is one example of probably 500 in my career that I talked myself out of a sale. Here's good news. You can show them how amazing you are and how much you know after you start the damn job. Get in the door. Start the project for them. Had I gotten in there with my team, covered, protected, did the patching, started putting color on the walls and this and that, I could have called a timeout and I could have said, John, Mary, can I make a suggestion? You see, sometimes this looks a little ratty next to the new paint job, blah, blah, blah. Would it make sense for us to talk about adding some trim or a ceiling here and there and this and that? Be amazing after you're in the door. Most people have no idea what goes into a construction project or a paint job or whatever it is. It's hard enough to sell our services, so don't make it harder on yourself because you can't shut your mouth. See, here's my take on selling jobs, guys. Get in the door for the lowest dollar amount you can that is the highest profit margin for you as you can. Get in the door with that. Through the thousands of projects I've done in my career, I can tell you that many $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 jobs started as a $250 powder room paint job once I started to learn these lessons. Because you get in the door and you prove that you're responsible with a little bit. And then guess what? They call you back a few months later to add another room. And then maybe the next year they call you back for the exterior. So the lifetime value of that powder room job that we got in the door and kicked ass for them on and took good care of them ends up being a lifetime value of $30, $40, $50, $100,000. shit, then you start adding in their referral network and things like that. All right, so get in the door, then bring the fire, deliver that red carpet experience that we talk about here all the time on Contractor Fight TV, upsell other things, and all that other good stuff that we frequently talk about here. So listen, my challenge for you today, as we wrap this thing up, is to shut your fucking mouth. It's that simple. Shut your mouth when you get a yes. Actually, there's a lot more to shut in your mouth, but especially when you get the yes. Once the sale is yours, button that thing up, get that deal inked, get it on the schedule, then bring the fire in and make suggestions and things like that. So, one last thing here today to help you guys before we sign off. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do that. Second, share this with another contractor. And the third thing, one of the biggest things that will help you sell jobs at the right price, make sure you're not in the poorhouse, is to make sure you're getting at least 50% gross profit on your projects. And that's where I want to just tell you, hit the link in the description, go to thecontractorfight.com/5050 and get the free 50% gross profit estimating sheet, whatever the hell we call it these days. All right, just get that. It's totally free. And then you plug in what things are going to cost you, you hit a button, and the cool thing is it tells you what you need to charge for the job if you're in order to make a 50% gross profit. You guys rock. I got to roll. We'll see you next time on Contractor Fight TV.